do you think there's a cultural perception to friendship? Because we live in China where we meet a wide range of people. Do you
Mm.
think, from your experience, there are different perceptions
Mm.
based on culture?
Well, yeah, to some extent, yes, there are some different cultural, like
Mhm.
for some people, they cannot accept that a man and a woman can be friends. That is even taboo. Like it is
Mm,
not, you can't, you should
mm,
not be
mm.
friends with a woman because you're
True,
a man, or
true.
a woman should not be friends with because they're a man, you
Mm-hmm,
know.
mm-hmm.
And then yes, there are also like the same, like even the racial boundaries, like, oh, you cannot be friends because he's from Japan,
Mm,
because he's from China, because he's
mm.
from what, it's because of what we have learned
Yeah.
as we have grown up,
Mm-hmm,
that, oh,
mm-hmm,
these people are like this, or these people are like that,
mm-hmm,
so you cannot be friends with them.
mm-hmm.
We are enemies. Pakistan and India, we are enemies, we cannot be friends.
Yeah.
Oh, Nigeria and Ghana, we cannot be friends. Oh,
Mm,
what? Yeah, there are some, depending on what you've been taught, or the culture that you've grown in,
mm,
that establish certain boundaries towards friendships.
mm.
But I think it's the primary responsibility of an individual
Yeah. To
to
find out.
go beyond
Mm-hmm.
those perceptions, depending on your experience.
Yes.
You know, you may grow up in a society that tells you, oh, you can't be friends with a guy,
Yeah.
only with girls. Okay, fine. Now you're in a class filled with boys. You are
Mm.
the only girl and you need help. What are you going to do? You need to establish rapport with those
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
so that they can help you with whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in a place where there's only Pakistanis and you're the one Indian. Are you going to be by yourself
Yeah.
because I'm Indian and they're
Yeah.
Pakistan? No. You establish some form
Some
of common
common
ground,
ground.
yeah,
Yeah.
that you can, relate to and
Mm.
establish rapport.
Yeah.
It's also that thing of stereotyping or putting labels on
Exactly.
somebody, like, oh,
Exactly.
for example, for you Nigerians, people,
Mm.
those are scammers. You cannot be friends with. That is
Nigerians, we are suffering
yes,
inside. I tell you,
those
oh
are
God,
scammers. You cannot be friends with.
I
But
know.
that is just a handful of people who have done those scamming things. You cannot label the entire
I know.
population as scammers, you know? So it's up to me as an individual to say, no, but this is Glory. She's a cool person. Like, we've been friends for years. So
Yeah.
why should I not be friends because I've heard about that or I know about? No, no.
Like you said, it's just at this time it's now it boils down to your own laziness. Are you
Yeah,
willing to go to take the chance,
yeah.
to either prove the stereotype right or wrong?
Or wrong.
Are
Exactly,
you willing
exactly.
to do that?
Yeah.
Because this thing, it's very okay. There was this time, or years ago, maybe some years back, I
Mm.
was I was with this guy that is Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even to the point of saying, "Oh, marriage, blah blah blah. See
Yeah.
family, don't see family." All those this thing.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, the mother had said, "Oh, Nigerians, they are scammers. They will
Yeah.
take over your
You're
wealth. She like, I will take the son away from her, and
uh,
all sorts of crazy ideas." I'm
yeah.
like, please save me, you know. And you feel like, oh, what's happening? Like your life is going to turn upside down
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the stereotype
The stereotype.
she had about Nigerians.
Yeah.
She couldn't get herself to be
To be.
comfortable with me,
Yeah.
if regardless of how awesome she thinks you are.
Yeah.
She's like, there's something under this person. There must be something.
Yes.
Her people are known for this. She cannot be
She cannot.
different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's part of us.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
stereotype.
let's just there's that cultural perception, but
Mm.
like we can do different. We
Yes.
can try to know this person. We can try to,
Yeah.
do our
Yeah.
homework and
Mm.
give people a chance.
Give
Give
people
people
a
a chance,
chance. Yeah.
even if oh, Chinese people, they think they speak ching chong ching chong ching chong.
Yeah.
But then you'll be surprised to know that there's so many Chinese that speak English.
Yes. Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, you say, I'll never be friends with Chinese person, but you're like, this is a wonderful Chinese person. This is a
Mm.
kind Chinese person.
Yeah.
Chinese people, they are as loving. They are helpful. They
Yeah.
are they're empath. They can feel you. They can understand what you're going through. Like
Mm.
you have that, and you still have the mean ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's everywhere.
so it's everywhere.
It's
It's
everywhere.
everywhere. So
Yeah.
the same thing with the Nigerians.
Mm.
They are good people. They are people with great values
Yeah.
that would never ever
Mm.
do something to implicate anybody or
Yeah.
implicate themselves. There are
Mm.
people that are sworn to that, and
Yeah.
you cannot. And there are people that are hardworking. There are people that are interested. You lose all that value that
Yeah.
you can gain from a friendship
Yes.
just because you feel like
Mm.
you go online, Nigerian scammers.
Yeah.
You see a lot of videos. You're like, hey, this is how these people are.
Yeah.
So
Nigerian prince scam. Then you think everyone is involved in that.
it just goes to tell you that we are over 200
Mm.
200 million people.
Yes.
And it's just like, okay, I feel like at this time, most Nigerians are tired of this. They're
Yes.
like, hey, let's just focus on our problem.
Yes. Let's just
They're
say.
like, whatever
hustle.
obstacle you put in front of us, we are going to overcome it. We are going to
Yes.
overcome it. And
Yeah.
you are not going to set us back because of this thing. Because
Yeah.
how long can you fight this battle?
No, you can't. You
You're
can't.
like, okay, let's leave it.
Mm. And also in friendship, I think as an individual, you are different things to different people because you relate to them differently. So, for example, I had friends from like Azerbaijan, where was that other guy from? Armenia, Kazakhstan. They are very different. Like I had so much fun with those guys. So, if I wanted to have a good time, they were my good time people.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I had another bunch of friends who, if I wanted to just have a relaxed indoor game night kind of thing, they were my people.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I wanted to like go to church and, interact with my friends at church, these were my people. So, if, for example, the people from church wouldn't know that, oh, she also has
hang out with this group of people.
hangs out with these people, and they wouldn't know that, oh, I'm also like this. And you are different things to different people because you need to relate with people at their level, at who they are. You accept people for what they are,
True.
Yeah,
True.
you accept them for what they are, and that's how it's easier. Like, fine, if I'm with the guys who I have fun with, if they're drinking, it doesn't mean I have to drink.
Yeah, you don't have.
You don't have to.
You
But
don't
there are
have to.
certain qualities that you find interesting
Yeah.
about them that you have so much fun with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's another thing, especially from Africa, that this whole drinking thing is kind of, to some extent, for some people, a little bit too much. It's a bit taboo or something.
Yeah.
From certain societies. But then you come here and you find people live, they live as they want to live.
Yeah.
And, you just have to accept people for who they
For
are.
who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good insight because there's this funny video I saw on social media recently. The guy was reacting to his friends being friends to other people.
Other people.
Because it's like, I thought the amount of fun we have together, you are my only friend. Like, I thought, like,
you see?
The guy was like, he's broken, that his heart is broken. He feels like, this is friend. So you're like this with this guy. You're like this with this person. You're like this with, like, he expects that the amount of fun that the guy has with him, he would not be able to relate with other people. in that capacity. So I
Yeah.
found that really funny. I'm like, okay, I
Mm,
think sometimes we tend to think that when we spend a lot of time with
yeah.
people, we assume that we almost want to have that ownership.
Yes, yeah. Like this is
You
my
know,
friend. This is
this is
my
my
person.
friend.
Yes.
You know, so you're like, so when you go out there, you still have this
Yeah.
amount of fun. So
Mm,
you can be like this, you can be like this. I'm like, well, that is what
yeah.
life teaches you. Just
Yeah.
understand it doesn't revolve around you.
Yes.
Just have as much fun, and
Yeah.
people can also have as much fun
And
as
I
they
say,
want.
yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
So what are the red flags that
Mhm.
you use to determine that this is an unhealthy friendship?
Friendship.
Like, what are the red flags you see, and you say, this one, it's
Mm,
now unhealthy.
mm.
Mm.
I think one element is the reciprocity that I was talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Like if you're the one who's always making the effort in the friendship, like you're always reaching out, always helping,
Mm.
and then when you want help, they're
Then
radio
that,
silent.
yeah.
Like that is clearly like this friendship is just no, it's not
Mm.
healthy. At least not
Mm.
healthy for
For
me.
me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
Mm.
it's a two-way street. It's supposed to be, a relationship.
Yeah,
You have to relate to each
yeah,
other. But
yeah.
if we're not relating, then no. Another element is like, what is your friend getting you into? So
Mm.
if a friend is getting you into things that are not healthy for you, then that is clearly a red flag. For example, if they're getting you to do drugs,
Mm.
to drink excessively.
Mm-hmm.
Not drinking is fine, but if you drink beyond what is necessary, then
Yeah.
clearly it's not
Mm-hmm.
a good thing. To get you to be promiscuous, like
Mm.
you already have an established girlfriend,
Mm.
but then your friends cover for you because you can go and ask that one out, or ask
Mm.
that one, ask that one, ask that one.
Mm.
If they're getting you to be that type of person, then I think that's also a problem. You need to question the
Yeah.
friends that you have, like within yourself. You need to self-analyze and see, is this really a person that I want to be? Like
Mm-hmm.
if they allow you to do things that are not good, that
Yeah.
is not a friend.
Value. Yeah.
Yes. To
Things against that
yes,
go against your
exactly. Your
value.
values. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfectly said.
That's a red flag.
Yes.
That's a red flag.
If they are like if they accommodate your bad behavior,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's also like it's not a healthy friendship.
Mm.
If they accommodate it, if they even promote your bad behavior,
Mm.
then what are they there for?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really not a good thing.
They're not giving you constructive criticism.
Criticism, yes. For example, very recently, like I think it was even last week, I was talking to a friend, so he was explaining to me. Somebody called him, a girl called him. So they were talking, talking, talking. Then he hung up. So I was like, we were also talking about something else. Then he was just quiet. Then I was like, what? Then he was like, this girl, she called me. She was asking about her boyfriend, and I didn't tell her anything because so I was like, what's her boyfriend doing?
Mm.
So
There must be something to
there must be something to
tell.
tell. He was very hesitant to explain the whole situation. But the situation was that the guy, he's now somewhere else. He's not in China. He left.
Okay.
But he was, around.
Okay.
Yeah. And the girl didn't know. Like she was so in love with this guy. Oh my God. She was so in love with this guy. I think she
Yeah.
saw a future with him or something. But the guy was, around. So I'm like, so you as a friend to this guy, why were you allowing him to be this
Yeah.
this type of person? Like, why were you allowing him to go around
Yeah.
and put this girl through all this
All this.
trouble? Mm?
Mm.
So he's like, he's a grown man. Oh, what should I say? No, 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 no. if it was my friend, like if it was my friend, there is no way I'll she will not even bother to come to me with this nonsense. She will not. She cannot.
Mm.
Because I will tell you there and then that what you are doing
It's
is
wrong.
wrong. You are putting somebody else's heart in a place that it's so unnecessary for them to be this heartbroken because of your actions,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And you as a friend
And you're also
should
being
be
deceitful.
deceitful. Yes, you as a friend should be in a position to tell your friend that, brother,
Mm-hmm.
what you are doing here
Mm-hmm.
is really. The girl was crying, like he said, the girl was crying, 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 because this guy did not tell her that he
He
is
was
gone.
leaving.
Yes. Mm. I said that is wrong. Yeah, but he's a grown man. He can do what he wants. If he wants to do whatever without her, that is his own thing. I said, no, that's not how
That's
friendships
not
work.
how. Yeah, he's not your friend.
He's not
He's
your
not your
friend.
friend.
I say,
If you
you are not
cannot
even his
correct,
friend. Yes.
yeah.
If you cannot correct
If you cannot
what your friend
correct,
is
yeah,
doing, then you are not a good friend.
yeah,
You shouldn't be tolerating these kinds of things. So that's another thing. Like,
yeah.
a friend should be somebody who can rebuke you, who can be your, like, your, it should
Like
illuminate your guides to
yes,
some extent.
reminder, like
You're
this.
exactly,
You
you
are
are going
going
this
the
way,
wrong
but
direction. This is where
let's
you should be going.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think when you are in that position where you also sit silently,
Mm-hmm.
you are also a red flag in yourself, where
Mm-hmm.
you see clearly that this person is not doing the right thing, and you sit back and
And
relax.
just relax.
No,
Yeah.
no, you are just as guilty as that
As the
person.
person that is
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah.
So true. So true.
So yeah, those are some of the
The
red
red flag.
flags
For
in
me, like one of
friendships.
the ones I raised in the one of the reason I raised in the conversation we had is if you're manipulative.
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
God.
manipulation is a red flag for me.
Yes.
If you're manipulative, if you're
Gaslighting.
gaslighting,
All these new words that we never
yeah,
knew.
that we never knew existed. I don't even know if gaslighting is in the dictionary, right?
Stonewalling.
Yeah.
All these
If
new
you are
words.
if you are stealing, like instead of apologizing, you are looking for other
For
corners.
yes, being
you know,
defensive and being like what, a
I
lack
feel
of
like
humility. Like,
yeah, those are red flags for
clearly,
me.
yes.
Even if you do it to someone else, for me to see, it's a red
It's
flag.
a red flag. Yes.
You don't even need to do it to me.
Yeah.
I just need to see that side of you. I'm like, this
Yes.
is
Yeah.
or taking advantage of people's emotions.
Yes.
Or
all
circumstances, or talking down on people.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what makes us friends?
Yeah.
We have some common ground. But if you are strongly define one of my strong values, then I can't see myself in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's at least the core of it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think those are red flags, and we should don't be all of these things to other people. And also, you should be mindful not to also guide your friends when they are also showing or wanting to go in these directions. Is very important. It's very important.
It is.
Okay, so now that we've addressed this, our final question is how has social media either improved friendship, or how has it really reduced friendship?
Yeah. I think it depends on how you use social media in itself. Like, for example, on Facebook, like, I'm the old school type. I like Facebook.
Facebook
like,
is your thing.
It's my thing. Like, I've had a Twitter account since, I don't know, maybe 2009. I don't know since when. I've never used Twitter. Like, I don't even know
it's now
how
called
to
X.
use. Yeah, X. I've never used it. I've never known how to. I've never found the appeal in it. So Facebook is like my go-to. So I have, like, I think now 1,000 friends. But they're all people that I've known at one point in my life. There's nobody
Ah,
who's like, I don't,
random.
yeah, no random person. There are people who have known throughout my life at different
You've
points.
encountered
I've
as well.
encountered, yes.
Mm.
So, like, when, for example, if it's my birthday, recently it was my birthday. So,
Yeah.
if you expect, not really expect, but you know that there are people who will wish you a happy birthday.
Yeah.
But look at it, how many people wish you a happy birthday?
In the real sense.
In the real sense.
Except you now call them, it's my birthday.
Yes, yes. How many people will wish you out of 1,000? Maybe like 50, maybe even less.
Yeah.
So to some extent, social media really hasn't necessarily brought us closer in a real sense where you say, okay, let me spend some time and talk to this person. It's more like, let me have this person on my social media because I knew them once upon a time, and then it ends there. Like, you can add a person and never talk to them, but by virtue of having known them at a certain point in time, they're just there. On Facebook, how many people do I even talk to? Like, very few, less than 5. Very few, once in a while. Yeah. It's more like, I knew you at one point, so okay, stay here. Let me just see when you post, like, what's going on in your life. Oh, you have a baby.
Okay? Yeah.
Oh, you got married. Oh, you have a new car. Okay, this. And then for me, it's even rare that I even go to my timeline.
Your timeline, yeah.
Rarely. When I'm on Facebook, I watch videos.
Okay.
Like, I watch podcasts, I watch the news, I watch, funny stuff.
Yeah.
Rarely am I on my timeline to even know that, oh, this one has a baby. Oh, this one got divorced. Oh, this one has a wedding. Oh, this one is doing this.
To know how in touch I am with Facebook, there are times I'll go to my timeline after 6 months and I realize that, hey, this person has wished me happy birthday. To know how I'm not in touch, I go, I'm like, hey, I go to Facebook maybe like once in a month, but like you said, just go and scroll. But
scroll. And
there was one day I went to my timeline. I'm like, this my auntie sent me a message. This my classmate sent me a message, and I'm thinking, to these people, they might think this girl is a snob.
Yes, yeah.
They're thinking this girl is terrible.
Yes.
And it's just not my habit.
Yes.
It's not just.
That's another thing. Like, by virtue of somebody being on your Facebook, you assume that then they are constantly on Facebook. They're not. Some people love Instagram. You'll find that the whole day they're on Instagram. Another person will be on X, like the whole day on X. Another person on Snapchat, like that, So I don't think that social media necessarily brings us closer,
enhances our
relationships. No, I just feel like it just makes you aware that, okay, this person is around. This person is doing this and doing that and doing that. And then it ends there.
I think it's also, what we will say, about keeping tabs on people, like if there's someone you care about and you haven't seen them post something in a while in all their platforms, you're like, is this person okay?
Where is this person?
Should we start running? Yeah. So there's always that thing. I think with regards to that, it helps us, stay in touch. Even if I'm not saying hi to you, I know, okay, you posted yesterday something. You are good. I know you are good. I don't need to, next time I'll talk to you. So yeah, that keeps us.
Yeah. Even like on WeChat, I think WeChat is more of a functional social media platform. Than something that really brings us together. Like, I'm on so many groups. But if I show you the number of messages on one group, like 4,000 something, 5,000 messages unread, because I don't have the energy or the time to be in those groups to see what people are talking about and what's going on and what. I don't have it in me. So
that's reasonable, because imagine here in China we have an app called WeChat, and it's like the biggest app, and everyone must have a WeChat, because that's where everybody is.
Is,
You know, that's
yeah.
where your costmates, your
Yeah.
clients, whoever you're dealing with, you
Mm.
must have a WeChat. So it's a very important app here. So it's like WhatsApp.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like WhatsApp, but like it's like you said, it's more functional. It's not more to promote connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've in recent years they've diversified. They have a WeChat channel. They have the WeChat what's the moment, yeah, where you just go and post things. Then the channel is somewhere more for entertainment and marketing and stuff like that. There you can post longer videos. So yeah, so like
and then one more thing before I forget. Like one day I was at a friend's birthday party.
Okay.
And there was a friend. He came like with his own friend.
Okay.
And they were on their phone like the whole time. We're in a group, having dinner and whatnot. And they were on their phone the whole time. So I just looked at them both, and then at first I kept quiet because I was like, okay, fine. But then it really bothered me, like, what the hell? Like, why are you here? Yeah. So the guy sitting next to me, I just grabbed his phone and put it on my other side. Then he looked at me.
He's like, who is this auntie?
Yeah.
Because that's what, who is this auntie now?
Yes. So me too, I didn't say anything. I also just looked at him. Then I looked away. I took my drink. That's it. Then
that's some stunts.
After dinner, he was like, why did you do that? I said, look, we all have phones. Everybody here has a phone.
Everybody has a phone.
But there's a time and there's a place. You cannot be in a group setting like this. And the moment you sit down, you're on your phone, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour.
Why did you come out?
Why did you come? You might as well just have stayed at home, because why are you there? People will even forget that you are even there because you're not there.
Interacting.
You're not interacting. You're miles away with other people, but on the phone, yet you are physically present with other people, but you don't want to interact with those people. So you better not do this again. I said this is a lack of etiquette, and I think this is a common problem now.
Yeah,
where you find you're in a group
generation,
yes,
especially
you're in a group and everybody's on their phone. Like, fine, you can be on your phone for like 2 minutes just to check, who has texted me, who has done what. You respond to the text.
If there's anything urgent or
you put your phone down, but you cannot sit. You are eating your pizza there, and your phone is like, nah.
That site is very, very uncomfortable. You're like, come on. We should do better. We should do better. We should do better. Especially when you go out or when you're actually with your family.
Yeah.
Because I feel like give me that attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me respect. It's a sign of respect. To the person you are with. You cannot be, somebody's talking to you and you're on your phone. Oh, I'm listening. Oh, okay. You cannot even give me at least eye contact.
It doesn't make sense.
That's really.
So we should do better. When you go out, with friends, try to keep the phone away. If you need to stand up and make a call or something, that's fine. You come back and just be present.
Be present.
Yes. Because
social media should not divide us in that way. It shouldn't divide us in that
I've
way.
I've even seen a situation where people are across themselves and they're texting themselves.
Like you can't talk. It's better when it's in writing. So you can put as many emojis as you can to express what you need to.
Okay, so there's this segment we have on the show where we ask about your girl fetish. Okay. Yeah. So because we all have a guilty pleasure, right? We have something we like to splurge on. We just let go. We don't do a lot of strict budgeting and everything about it. So so I'm going to give you a few of them, but it's either one or the other. You have to choose one or the other.
Okay.
So let's start with natural hair or weaves.
Natural hair.
Natural hair is good, but it's very
It's
expensive
difficult, yes.
to
It's
take care
difficult to
of,
manage, but
right?
yeah, natural hair is cool. I think women look so
Yeah,
beautiful in their
I think so.
natural hair.
You look rich, not rich as in money rich.
Mm.
You look like
Yeah.
rich, as in you are owning your identity,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah,
I think
so
natural is better.
natural hair. Okay,
Mm.
wigs or low cuts?
Low cut.
Low cuts.
Yeah.
Okay. Colored or uncolored hair?
Colored.
I'm
I think it adds more life
more
to more vibrance.
vibrancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I agree totally.
Mm.
Okay. Would you choose China or Singapore?
I think Singapore now. Just out of curiosity, I don't know much about Singapore, but I think I would like to
To
explore it.
explore.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, that's okay. Another option. Would you go bungee jumping or you go mountain climbing?
Mountain climbing.
I am not
That
saying
feeling of woo.
I'm
No,
not saying
I'm
an
not ready for
African.
that.
I'm still waiting. I've seen black people accept it, but maybe black Americans. But
Yeah.
an African saying I want to go bungee jumping, unless you are raised abroad, of course,
Yeah, I don't
But
want
like,
to.
yeah,
No,
they're like we are not putting ourselves in any of those
no.
risks. No,
Yeah.
no,
I don't want
we like safety.
to.
Yeah.
I
So
used to want to do it, but nah. Gloria did.
she did.
Yeah.
Oh my
She
god.
went back and she
Hope she didn't hurt herself.
no, she blacked out.
Oh my god.
We called Gloria, Gloria, Gloria.
Oh
She was
no.
knocked out. Like
Oh no.
it took like a good 5 minutes. Like the guys managing the bungee jumping thing had to climb and go and get
Get her.
her because she was knocked out.
Hey God have mercy. Why should that be a life goal? I don't understand.
So after that, I was like, nope, I'll never do this thing
Oh,
again.
oh no. Oh no. I beg.
Yeah, it was
There
so
are certain
funny.
adventure. I'm like,
Mhm.
please let us rest. Let us rest. Okay, another option. Pizza or lasagna?
Hmm, that's a tough one. I
Because I think
think
people that yeah,
I think lasagna.
lasagna.
Hmm.
Me, I'll go for
You
pizza,
go for
please.
pizza.
because because lasagna, I don't know, maybe because the moisture is too. I want moisture but crunch.
Crunch.
So like that crunch for me
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
pizza
yeah,
a winner.
yeah. A winner.
Yeah, that crunch makes pizza a winner.
Hmm.
Okay, so what other option? So would you choose Canada or US?
Another tough one. I think I'll choose US.
Okay.
Yes, because Canada, I'm just afraid of the weather. The weather just
The
it just
cold,
puts me off.
the
Like,
cold.
yeah, like this winter here in Hefei, it didn't even snow, but
Mm,
I'm just so uncomfortable with the whole cold thing.
I know.
So I can imagine like minus 20 degrees. I don't want that.
So it means you will never go to Harbin.
No, I
In
don't want to
China,
go.
the coldest place is Harbin. So you
Yeah,
never go to
no, no,
Harbin.
no, no. I don't want to go
Even
there.
with the ice
The ice,
castle and the
no, no.
ice sculptures,
No,
beautiful.
I'll see it on social media. That's enough for
That
me.
is okay.
I'd rather go somewhere south. I don't know,
Okay.
maybe Guangzhou, maybe Suzhou, those,
Okay.
nice warm places. But Harbin, no,
I know,
no.
right? I
I hate
know.
the cold.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather go for a walk on the Great Wall, or you would um you would go skiing, ice skiing?
Mm, I'd rather go for a walk.
on the Great Wall.
Yeah.
The experience of the Great Wall. I feel
Mm.
like it's magical.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
still haven't been there.
Yeah.
I should
For
make it.
me, I'm more like I'm just amazed by the fact that
People
people
built
of
this
that
whole
generation,
thing.
like
Yeah.
with less
Yeah.
technology, less
Yeah.
resources, they only have the earth.
Yeah.
And with the earth, they're able to do something as
Amazing
incredible.
as that.
Like you look for the end, you stand at one end, you're like, where did
Where
this
does
thing
this thing
end?
end?
You know,
Ah,
so yeah,
wow, that's
so
so
it's
cool.
an amazing experience.
Oh.
Okay, with that, we come to the end of this episode. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you, Annabelle. It's
Thank you
been a
so much.
wonderful episode. I really
Thank you
appreciate
for the
it.
invitation.
Oh, I'm
I also
glad you could make
appreciate
time.
it was a really interesting topic. I really loved it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So please subscribe, like, and share. Thank you, and bye
Bye
bye.
bye.